Hi, and welcome to Star Lighthouse. I'm Prashant, and this is weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Sagittarius. This is a general read, so I suggest please take all the messages that resonate with you and leave everything else behind. And if this reading does connect with you, there is an extended to it. The link for that extension is below in the description box. So Sagittarius, how are you feeling? How was November for you? Hopefully you got some time to connect with family and friends. You were able to find some renewed spirit, especially for the holiday season coming up. Some probably gratitude for the year that you had. If it was a tough year, maybe you were able to find some lessons within it. So Sagittarius, let's focus on the thought, the feeling, the question that brought you to this reading. Take a deep breath. Exhale and let everything else go. Just that question in your mind. And let's see if this reading has an answer for you. Six of Coins. Temperance. So Six of Coins is a card that points towards being philanthropic. And Temperance might be suggesting that you might be doing too much of it, like you might be giving in too much into situations, or you might be sharing your empathetic ear way too much. So there is a need for you to be asked to find more balance before you burn yourself, before you don't find you don't find energy enough in yourself to go out and do your daily routine. Past situations, Eight of Wands. So they might have been a creative outburst in your mind that allowed you to connect and share yourself more and more outwards. But because there seems to be a need where you need to find some control, some groundedness, so that you don't overdo it. Mind's Ambition, Emperor, Heart's Desire, Four of Coins. So Emperor seems to be you're setting up either your own institution, like your belief system, or you're trying to find, you might be in a situation, in this current situation, that you might be responsible for more number of people than you can handle. So it's you're hoping to get control and power, enough to being able to help all these people. So that's where your philanthropic energy is. But you have been asked to stay temperate about it. Don't overdo it. It might not be good for you, especially because you might get burned out, especially you might set up a negative perception. Not negative in terms of how it's the emotions behind it. Rather, what I'm trying to say is that you might set up this expectation where people start expecting things from you more and more in the future. This might set up a negative understanding in them that you are, in a way, completely responsible for their stability and security. And that might create that further would create chaos, because then you might not be able to keep up with that expectation. So there is a need for you to be temperate. Future possibilities, Seven of Coins, Daydreaminess. So it's a very good suggestion in a way that, so Six of Coins is about being philanthropic, sharing more outwards. So Seven of Coins is pointing towards, okay, it's good that you're doing that, take also a step about thinking about more about your own ambitions. Don't get swayed away completely in becoming com- so it's like you might be good or enjoying social work or sharing your energy as an empathic person either for free or like not no material expectation in the return. That's great, especially for healing your own soul, but don't get completely swayed away. Do stay grounded in your material nature. So try to create some ambitious dreams that would allow you to want to like put more effort, more use more of this creative energy that you're using that surge right now in this philanthropic way. Change that, like, or adjust that, share that with your own ambitions so that your ambitions can also dream with that creative power that you're experiencing in the moment. Because your heart still wonders, would you be stable in the future? So that fear that your heart is experiencing in this situation, that has to be acknowledged. Rather than getting feared about it, you take it into a different approach and use ambitious, like, try to look into your own inner ambitions, dreams when you were a kid, something that kept you inspired. Go back to that inspiration. Manifest a new future. So keep growing forward. And it's very great, Seven of Coins, in terms of when you are sharing a lot that even might create wrong expectation with people. So if you redirect some of that outflow of energy into your own mind, and then use it to, like, use it, it might be hard to think about it for selfish purpose, to selfishly manifest for something better for you, for something luxurious for you. It's great to share like this creative power, the empathic air, the innovativeness inside you with everyone outside, especially for free, because the rush that you get in terms of dopamine, that you're doing great work, it's amazing. But once you go past that dopamine, you still are wondering about your own financial stability in the future. So allow yourself to get a little more ambitious on the personal side and create some plans as to how you will stay afloat while you are being philanthropic in the situation, how you will stay afloat in the future. Suggested advice for action: Four of Wands. Context for this advice or action: King of Swords. So another card pointing towards professional financial stability. What this card is actually suggesting towards is the philanthropic work that you did. Try to see some growth, understanding even inside it. Like, you shared your energy, your empathicness, or your intuitiveness for free, but now understand possible financial value inside it. King of Swords is able to understand your true power and act with it. It's another card that resembles to the Emperor, being completely confident with your own understanding and truth, and then able to establish rules and act with 100% certainty on them. Hopes and fears, Wheel of Fate, and potential outcome. Six of Chalices. these two cards suggest that, I mean, so you're hoping for Wheel of Fortune, so to be keeping abundant, being able to help other people. But along with Six of Coins, I was talking about you being ambitious, and Six of Chalices, which is a card about reminiscence. So this two points towards, like, as I was talking about how as a child we have like infinite dreams. So reminiscing, going back to something to that old, understanding it, why you were dreaming that, is something still possible. Maybe this new creative outburst would allow you to do that. Allow you to be. So that shift from previous being so generous, being philanthropic with your energy and empathicness and innovativeness with everyone, it might have had also created unexpected guests into that situation. Now, those unexpected guests will leave. Leaving of those guests will allow. So first, leaving of those guests would create this negative, like, so this is like a momentary reminiscence, but what that's pointing towards is looking back into the old, trying to find hidden clues where you were dreaming about your more success. Somehow this creative energy, now the outburst, there's a reason for it. That's where the Wheel of Fate is pointing towards, that there's a reason for this creative outburst. Don't completely disregard it or be extra generous about it. Rather, find some inner selfishness to share it with your own dreams. Don't disregard your dreams completely. Don't become. It seems like it's also pointing towards someone who might be responsible for, like, financially responsible for a large number of people. Maybe more than one families. And you balancing that situation where you just might have to let go some unexpected guests into your generosity, find some dreams from your own childhood to go and use this energy with like a lot of this emperor-like authority, conviction, to create your future fortune. How can you keep being abundant if you don't being focused on your fortune too? You cannot find stability if you are constantly outsharing what's incoming. And so that's why you always are wondering about that stability, because your mind is trying to tell you you're outsharing more than incoming of your finances or your money. That needs to be halted. Another card, Four of Wands, pointed towards that there is a sense or a fear in your mind that you would not be stable in the future. There needs to be an acknowledgement of that fear. You cannot just brush that aside. Otherwise, it would by itself also creep into your generous self and make that look ugly. Now, we don't want that, right? So, there's a way of avoiding that in the future by halting your overshariness with everyone. Start understanding the people you truly need to share your empath with, share your power with, share your abundance, like financial abundance with. Understand those people and only help the needed ones, rather than inviting unexpected guests and then allowing them to mooch off too. Use that extra energy, extra money that you have for yourself, and invest into your dreams. Don't overshare. Find a balance. Find a temperance in it. The fortune that you're seeking, you have to force yourself, invest your energy towards that. It will not come by if you just keep out sharing what's incoming. Then you would get exhausted at some point. We don't want that exhaustion, so let's use some of this like new understanding that's coming our way to our own success. Do not just keep sharing it with everyone else, and use it for our own benefit to become our own emperor self. There's a need for balance, and hope you can find it. Don't be an overgiver. Try to seek some balance in that. And at times we get into a state where we're giving too much by feeling a guilt or fearing some sort of guilt. That might come by across us by those mooching of guests. You don't need to feel the guilt of every single person. You don't need to feel the emotions of people who want to induce guilt and then take advantage of it. You don't need to feel that. There's an importance to learn even the value and the lesson behind it. That you don't need to please every single person. It's very important. At times we just lose the conviction behind the idea that you don't need to please everyone. Somehow we are told either at childhood or somewhere that we are here to please everyone. It's incorrect. So try to tweak that perception. Find some balance. It's great to share your energy with money with people who really need it. But letting unexpected guests just to come in and mooch off, it's like inviting termites inside your house and then letting them do their business. So let's avoid that. Let's avoid those termites. Use some of your new understandings, this new inner understanding that you're going through, to create a new possible financial avenue. Start understanding how you would do that. Creating your own fortune requires, or finding that fortune requires you start putting efforts towards it. That's where daydreaminess would allow you. That would consciously allow you to understand what you can possibly do and what your dreams look like. Combine them together, what possibly could manifest. It's important for you to learn those things too. Being philanthropic, being generous is amazing. It helps mind and heart feel at ease. The dopamine rush is intense, but once it goes away, you still have to ensure that you're financially afloat and keep working towards an abundant future. It's your duty to make sure that you stay afloat. So be temperate with your generosity. Sagittarius, I hope this reading connected with you, and if it did, I have an extended for it. In the extended, we will further look at how to find this balance, how to learn people who are these moochers or termites who enter our space just to take more and more and keep giving us guilt for no reason. Message from the oracle and timing behind the next opportunity that could come to you, but efforts are required towards that. All of that I would look in the extended. Link for that is below in the description box. I hope you liked the reading, Sagittarius, and if you did, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for joining me in the reading, and have an amazing week.